By May 8th, 2025, 106,000 Black women lost their jobs, including me. And those of us that's been out here trying to find work again, it's basically just been non-existent. And I'm starting to feel like this is by design because there are over 100,000 women, Black women like me, who have the same story, who has applied for over 300 plus jobs and just not getting it, not getting any replies. There's just no feedback. Or you get the emails that says, hey, we have chosen someone else that has been more qualified for the job. Even though my experience and my education fits the job description perfectly. And I don't know what I'm going to do. This is the first time in a long time that I am actually starting to panic. You know, I came from nothing. I came from the bottom of the barrel. And I spent years building myself, educating myself, paying my way through college, going through a lot of experience to get to where I was in my career. For it just to be snatched away. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I am facing homelessness. I'm about to lose my car. I can't pay on my credit card, so my credit is about to take a severe hit. Dashing is not enough. It's just not enough money. There's so many people that are out here unemployed just like me. There's a lot of us that are out there. And the little money that I did have in savings, I used that to help my daughter move here. And it just, as a mother, I'm panicking because she didn't ask for this. You know, there's no way that I can ask my 20-something-year-old daughter to care for her able-bodied mother who cannot find a job.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pause it because this video is rather lengthy, guys. And a shout out to O'Shea. He remarkably he did a video similar to this, which I'm gonna finish watching it, but I got the gist of it. This is really a thing for Black women out here, and I know that we've been talking about this a lot on this channel. Kevin was talking about this, rest in peace, and a lot of other content creators have been talking about this. And there's a lot of Black women on TikTok that are going through this, and it is a vicious cycle. As far as choosing education, a lot of single moms, I don't know what her situation is, but it sounds like she was a single mom. She hasn't once mentioned a man in this entire situation because education is going to save everything, right? And if it doesn't, then that's where the government kicks in at. So I used to date a young lady, and I'm going to say this real quick before I play the rest of this clip. I used to date a young lady who all of the females in her family were on Section 8 and government assistance. There was no incentive to do anything else based off of growing up that way, seeing everyone before you that way, and the reasons that she's stating. And nowhere in this equation is a man or trying to be a good housewife to a man. But we're gonna play some more of this clip to see what else she gets into here. Let's go.
I am trying to keep myself sane by humor, trying to keep myself busy with various things. But there's only so much that you can keep up the mask before you start breaking. And when you have come out of a situation that you don't want to go back to, it puts you in a mental state because I don't want to go back to homelessness. I don't want to go back to I just don't want to go back to that. But and I thought I've done everything I could to prevent that from happening again. I've lived on the streets before. I slept in parks before. I've walked the streets for hours when I used to be homeless. And that's why I worked so hard to put myself in a position to not go there again. I even got rejected I applied to be a cashier, a cook at a McDonald's. And the manager told me that I should be ashamed of applying for that position because I would be taking that job from other people who doesn't have the experience as I do. I don't give a damn what kind of job it is. I'm just trying to work to keep my head afloat and to keep myself off the street. I have nobody. It's just me. And I had to prepare my daughter for what I see coming.
If you're so educated, leave all the education off your stuff. Well, Jr., you got to put where you worked at last and things like that. Hey, just say I just had a baby. You know what I'm saying? I went through a divorce. Now I need a job now. But it's just you. You're applying for jobs. There's tons of people going through this. Men, we don't have the luxury. I mean, some do. We don't have the luxury of just laying up with some woman. You know what I'm saying? We got to go out there and get it. We got to go out there and get it. Women, you always have the ability to get a man or be willing to submit to a man or be some type of helpmate to a man. And you may have to run down your resume to him. Hey, this is where I'm at. This is what I can do for you. You know what I mean? Just the way some men have to run it down to women. Hey, this is what I can do for you. This is what I need from you, so on and so forth. Can you do this? If not, because I'm in a place of desperation right now. And I know you say, this is why it's important. And when you focus so much on your work, you think things are going to be that way forever. And that's not the case. Anything can happen. Even your job's not secure in general, but even as an entrepreneur, your job's not secure. These things happen. You have to have a backup plan. Because when you count out someone altogether or just say, I'm not going down that route, I mean, that's cool. That's fine. But ladies, especially our black women, the older you get, it doesn't get easier. And you have the time when you're young, but you brush off so many guys, you push things to the side, you deal with dudes that are destroying you in the process, and you're just like, eh, I'll figure it out later. And you end up with a lady like this, or end up being a lady like this. You don't know how you're gonna make it. All your family's not don't you trying to depend on your family to take you in, your kids. Man, listen, let's get back to it though.
And as long as she's okay, I don't I don't care about I do care about going back to the street. I don't want to go back to the street. Um, but as long as she's okay, then I know I'll be okay. As long as she has a roof over her head, even if I don't have. And I think it's by design because every single job that I have applied for, I can count on one hand of how many interviews that I've been to. And the interviews were stellar. I come out feeling good. I'm like, oh, I got this, blah, blah, blah. To only get an email saying that, hey, we didn't choose you for the position, choose somebody else. I even had 2 interviews set up to where the interviewers didn't even show up. So, yeah. And what is someone to do? What do they want us to do? A lot of us are going to be in the street, desperate, and I literally don't know what else to do. I'm trying not to crash out, but it's so fucking hard. I haven't even been in my apartment for a good 2 months now. 106,000 Black women laid off. And I think the most hurtful thing when I was laid off March 7th. I search for jobs every single
106,000 laid off. 106,000 laid off. Now, I'm pretty sure we could further go into Chat GPT and ask them how many of those were married, how many of them have had a significant other, how many of those are single moms, all those things like that, which is a different set of criteria. But baby, everybody's going through this. Everybody's going through this as far as the job process. You have to make yourself, nothing is 100% foolproof, but you have to foolproof. You have to have something in place. A lot of y'all ladies, y'all just don't have the hustle and you just think you're too good for certain things. Even though she did say she went to McDonald's, I'm pretty sure there's tons of McDonald's wherever she lives at. There's tons of restaurants. There's tons of ways for women to make money. Now, the older you get, that's different, but there's tons of ways for you to make money. A lot of times, especially the women, you Black women, you brag so much about you're making so much more than the Black man, and the Black man can't do this, that, and the third. But here's the real truth. Are Black women really struggling this badly? And what's the reasons for that? Is it because you're choosing the system over the Black man? Is it because you think you're better than the Black man? Is it because you just think the Black man is only good for sex and making babies? I don't know, man. Let's get back to it. Let's finish this clip.
day, sometimes applying for multiple positions for the same company, applying for jobs that match my job skill, applying for jobs that I'm overqualified for. How can I tailor my resume for a job when my last two positions is an IT manager and an IT director? And if I apply for something that I'm underqualified for, they're not going to hire me. If I apply for a position that exactly meets my job skills, they don't hire me. I have revamped my resume so many times, I don't think I can revamp it anymore. People like to say, oh, you have a lot of skills, you have a lot of experience, you have the education, it's going to be easy. It is not easy out here, and it is not easy getting a job. And I'm scared. I'm scared with everything that's going on right now. I'm scared.
That is a hard pill to swallow. That sometimes you can be up, the next day you can be down. This life is crazy. This life is real crazy. And ladies, sometimes you have to come to your own rescue. Sometimes you have to come to your own rescue. I haven't heard her say anything about public assistance, but I'm assuming she's getting, or at least you should be getting some type of joint. Are there no men in your life? Ladies, I implore you to do better. This whole feminist stuff, I don't need a man, or you just don't think you could talk any kind of way towards a man, or for especially for those of you who don't have a hustle, where buns ain't selling like it used to. Ladies, I know you can do it on your own, but that's what men are there for as well. Treat that man like a king, he'll treat you like a queen. You wouldn't have to worry about stuff like this. Choose right. Don't just be choosing a dude that you know can't do nothing for you. And stop bragging. Stop saying that you're this, because you could be like this woman tomorrow. All your homegirls, they disappear on you. So just food for thought. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next videos. It's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm the best. Let's run it up to 1 million. Quit playing with me. Peace.